Good morning. I'm Susanna Isley, and this is the rice cooker. Last night, 10:52, my son texts me, "Stop this shit. I'm not gonna live with you. I was going to see if you wanted to hang out this weekend, but then you called Child Protective Services on my dad, and I just don't want to have a relationship with someone who's going to treat me like this. And you must be so stupid to think that I would be living with you, because that's not even an option. You would just be making it so I would go to foster care, you fucking idiot." Of course those words hurt, right? I'm a mom. But today I want to talk to you about patterns, how they become habits, and how habits can silently rule our lives until we bring awareness to them. I was raised to protect people that were hurting me. I was taught to keep dangerous secrets, even when it cost me my own well-being. That was the pattern. That was the script handed to me. And without awareness, I kept playing that role. Then I attracted partners who abused me, who manipulated me, who were drawn to the enabler in me, the part of me that I didn't even know could say no, because I didn't believe I was worthy. The part of me that thought love meant suffering in silence, keeping someone from abandoning me. And because I believed I was broken, I kept reinforcing that belief, choosing people over and over and situations that mirrored that right back to me. But then I became a mother, and without even meaning to, I passed those patterns on. Through my actions, I taught my child, mom's the fixer, mom's the problem, mom's the emotional sponge. I didn't say this out loud, but I modeled it, right? It wasn't until I took full ownership of myself and I sat with all this pain. I had to look it in the eye, and I had to do the work. And that's when I realized I'm not stuck in these patterns. I'm choosing them. Because once awareness enters the room, it's not a pattern anymore, it's a choice. And when we have choice, we have power, okay? So I started taking steps, and I started choosing differently. I chose to believe in my worth. I chose to set boundaries. I chose to stop being the emotional dumping grounds for others, including my child. And guess what? He didn't like it. People don't like it when we set boundaries, especially the people I trained to rely on this old version of me, the doormat, the fixer, the peacemaker at my own expense. So there's resistance, there's blame, all that. There still is. But now I'm in a season of deep boundary setting, especially with my son, who grew up learning that old way. He's 17 now. He's living with my ex, who I also trained to treat me that way. So my son is testing these boundaries. He wants me to keep secrets about what he's experiencing with his dad. But I told him, I don't keep dangerous secrets anymore. I won't hold things that are hurting you. That's not love. That's enabling. So he's upset. He's trying to withhold love. He's saying these things like, "You take me out of my house, I'll never live with you. I was going to spend the weekend with you, but now I'm not." I get it. That's grief. That's fear. That's control, manipulation. That's him modeling my old pattern of protecting the perpetrator. Now I want you to see that I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming my ex. What I'm doing is I'm noticing, and I'm taking ownership of the part that I played in this, right? That's where we have our power. This is just him trying to pull me back into this old dance. And I'm not dancing that way anymore. I love him unconditionally, but I will not sacrifice truth or safety or my integrity to earn love that should be it should never be conditional in the first place. My old patterns would keep me stuck in fear. They would keep me stuck in these cycles of abandonment. But if anyone wants to abandon me because I choose safety and truth, that's their choice. What's my choice? My choice is to keep walking in the direction of healing, even if it's lonely, even if it's hard, even if someone withholds their love, because I'm not living for approval anymore. I'm not living in fear anymore. I'm living in truth. And truth doesn't require permission. Changing patterns requires choice. A choice to sit with hard things as the patterns change. So I'll leave this with, I love you and I love me, and ciao for now.